US President Donald Trump and Chinese President Xi Jinping met in Beijing for a high-stakes summit that is aimed at stabilizing one of the world's most consequential bilateral relationships. Even as deep differences persist over trade, technology, security, and geopolitical conflicts. Donald Trump addressing Xi Jinping during the opening moments of the talks struck a notably warm tone, calling him a great leader and describing it as an honor to meet him in person. He also referred to Xi Jinping as a friend, saying that despite past tensions between Washington and Beijing, the two leaders had repeatedly managed to resolve difficulties through direct communication. And according to Donald Trump, whenever disputes arose, the two would speak directly and work it out very quickly, setting the tone for what he described as a future of improved cooperation. Donald Trump emphasized optimism about the relationship between the United States and China, saying that the two countries were heading towards a fantastic future together. He praised China's leadership and the progress it had made, while also noting that he had brought a delegation of top American business leaders on the visit, describing them as the best in the world. And among those accompanying him were prominent figures from the technology and business sectors, including Nvidia's Jensen Huang and Tesla's Elon Musk, reflecting the summit's strong economic and industrial focus. Donald Trump suggested that all these leaders were present to pay respect and to explore opportunities for expanded trade and investment between the two economic superpowers. A major objective of the visit is to ease economic tensions that have escalated in the recent years, particularly after tariff hikes that triggered a renewed trade war. The US side is expected to push for increased Chinese purchases of American agricultural goods and aircraft, while also seeking mechanisms in order to prevent another cycle of retaliatory tariffs. Discussions are also expected to explore the possibility of creating structured frameworks or boards in order to manage ongoing disputes and reduce volatility in economic relations. However, the agenda remains complex and fraught with disagreement. Key sticking points include technology restrictions, semiconductor supply chains, Taiwan, and broader geopolitical conflicts, including tensions involving Iran and regional stability. Donald Trump has previously expressed frustration over issues such as the flow of precursor chemicals used in fentanyl production, while also maintaining a firm stance on Taiwan, including authorizing a major arms package that has yet to be fully delivered. And all these issues are expected to surface in closed-door discussions. Xi Jinping in his remarks urged both the countries to move away from confrontation and instead pursue cooperation, stressing that the world is undergoing what he described as a transformation not seen in a century. He highlighted global instability and said that the international system was at a new crossroads where the actions of major powers like the US and China would shape global outcomes. He also raised broader philosophical questions about whether the two countries could overcome the so-called Thucydides trap, that is a theory which suggests that rising powers and established powers are prone to conflict, and instead build a new model of major country relations. Xi Jinping also called for both the sides to work together in order to provide stability in a turbulent world, suggesting that the future of bilateral relations would have global consequences. He framed the summit as an opportunity to set a long-term direction for China-US relations, expressing hope that the talks could mark a historic landmark year and open a new chapter in engagement between the two nations. The meeting took place at Beijing's Great Hall of the People, where Donald Trump received a ceremonial welcome upon arrival. And the summit is expected to span 2 days with multiple rounds of discussions and a final private meeting before Donald Trump's departure. While both the leaders expressed cautious optimism and a willingness to maintain dialogue, analysts know that significant structural disagreements remain unresolved and few immediate breakthroughs are expected. Still, both sides appear intent on avoiding further escalation and preserving a working relationship amid rising global uncertainty. US President Donald Trump met Chinese President Xi Jinping in Beijing for a high-stakes summit that is aimed at stabilizing US-China relations amid ongoing tensions over trade, technology, Taiwan, and global security. Donald Trump struck a warm tone, praising Xi Jinping as a great leader and expressing optimism about a fantastic future between the two nations, while highlighting the presence of the top American business leaders. Both the sides focused on easing trade disputes and preventing further escalation of tariffs. Xi Jinping called for cooperation over confrontation, warning of a turbulent global order and urging a new model of major power relations. And despite optimism, major differences remain unresolved as of now. That's all for now. Stay tuned to the Savera for more updates. Do like, comment and subscribe to the channel.